Hi there. I'm going to get something and raise my laptop up a little bit.
Okay.
How are you, Becca?
I'm okay. Today was a little rough. I had my biopsy today of the
Oh,
uterine tissue. So,
oh, how
yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, it's a little tough getting your cervix to dilate. That was no fun.
Oh,
Um,
God,
yeah.
God bless you. God bless you. Okay, hang on.
At the end, she's going, count to 10, and I went one, two, and I'm holding on to the side of the table. And she said, thank you. At the end, she said, thank you so much. Most people go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you done? She said,
Wow.
I said, I needed to breathe. I had to do it slowly because knew that, you know, I mean, it was extremely uncomfortable, a little painful.
I
There's a
want to
little,
share something. So hello, Catherine.
hi,
Hi.
Catherine.
It's great to be with you all. Catherine introduced me to somebody that I'm going to work with for a couple of issues that I have, who does
Hmm.
Rife frequency.
Oh yeah.
I met with him,
What is
and
that?
so Rife, it's a frequency.
Yep.
So frequency heals. So the
Right.
thing that I'm not going to tell you what to do. You always have a choice, but I'm going to highly recommend you talk to him before you have any kind of cancer treatment, if that's what they're requiring.
Yep.
Well, we'll see. They're
Because,
hoping it's normal. They expect it to be because all the other tests, my pap smear came
mhm,
out normal. So
okay.
we cross our
But,
fingers
but,
and we hope.
but even so, for whatever the issue is, the right frequency could help it.
Yeah. Yeah. He has a whole detoxification program as well. So
Okay.
yeah.
Last night and today, I've just been a little overwhelmed. And I came home with really bad, remembering what menstrual cramps felt like and went
Oh
to bed.
gosh, yeah, yeah.
My body
Becca
was
had a
not happy
procedure.
to be invaded.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Becca had a procedure done where you can, I don't want to
A
share for you.
biopsy of the uterine lining because
Yeah.
it's building up and it shouldn't be.
Okay.
So they don't expect anything really bad, but they have to check.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
you know, um, so I came
I
home
love
with
that.
lots of cramps.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not comfy. It's
No,
not.
not
No,
fun.
no, no fun.
Okay.
But they got it done
So,
without anesthesia and it's done, so that's good.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
So I
I'm
have
a little
something for
tired
you.
and out of it, but
I
okay,
bet you are. Well, this will be good for you today.
good.
So the meditation that I chose for us is, tell me how this resonates. Because I mean, we could pick anything. I just don't know that you're going to be able to do part of it. It's the Divine Shield meditation for protection and positivity.
Hmm.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So what it requires though, and I have to pull my seat back so I can do, and I'm sitting in a skirt, which, huh, okay, should have left my yoga pants on. So if you either of you cannot do this part physically, then it may not be the best one for us. So we sit, I'm sitting on a chair. They have you sitting on a floor. So let me see. I don't want to flash you by putting my knee up. So the left, it's the left knee. Oh, raise the right knee. Wait, raise the right knee up. Oh no, there's an error here. And with the right knee on the flat ground. No, no, no. So wait a minute. Yeah, it's right knee, left knee. Okay, so right knee goes up. So you've got your right knee up next to you, and the left knee is supposed to be flat on the ground. I think this may be too difficult to do in a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let me pick something else. But the whole idea was, though, you hold the hand to the ear like this, over the ear. And the mantra, you're going to love this, is ma, ma, like you're calling, or it's supposed to be a high pitch, ma, whatever the ma, however high pitch you could be. And it's like a child calling out to the mother, but you're calling out to the universe.
Okay.
And so it's this position and then you switch. So let's do something that isn't such a physical thing.
Okay.
Mm. Can you hold your breath?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
This one, it's lovely. So when it is, I'll read the directions at the bottom. It says, if a woman practices this for a year every day, that your aura will become tipped with gold or silver.
Oh, cool.
So, and great strength and God's healing powers will flow through her.
Well, that sounds good.
All right. So they're suggesting to lay back. So they said lay back, fully relaxing face and body, but they're also showing with them for a man to do it. Not that we're men, but we'll do it sitting up. And so you have your left hand up with hand open. Can you see that? And your right hand is in the Gyan Mudra on, down beside your leg, not on the knee.
Okay, but facing up.
And, and so what
Okay.
we're going to be doing, we're going to inhale and hold our breath, hopefully for the count of 10. And we say, I am grace of God. And you
On the
can do this.
exhale or
You hold your breath. While you're holding your breath, you do, I am grace of God, I am grace of God, I am grace of God, I am grace of God. You do it 10 times.
okay.
And then you exhale and then hold your breath out. And then while the breath is out, it's the same thing. I'm grace of God, I'm grace of God, I'm grace of God 10 times. And so you just continue repeating this process 10 times on each inhale, 10 times on each exhalation, for a total of 5
Yeah, otherwise you hyperventilate.
exhalations. So, but we're doing the I am grace of God silently.
Okay.
It's not out loud. So
All
how
right.
does that sound?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Eyes shut, eyes closed. Yep. Left hand is held up to the shoulder, palm flat, facing out, like you're taking an oath. It's called oath. Oath. Pardon me. It's the vow position. And keep the breath relaxed and normal. Easy for them
Like
to
holding
say,
it for
right?
10, count of 10 is normal. Right. Okay. Somebody has a sense of humor.
But they're not wanting you to be, tense about it. That's
Right,
the whole
right.
idea. And so you meditate on governing the energy of each finger, and I'm going to explain it. So before we start,
Okay.
so the little finger is the Mercury finger. It is the power to relate, communicate, subconscious communication with the self. Pinky finger, and it is the element of water. Then the ring finger, Sun and Venus, physical health, vitality, grace, beauty, and the element fire.
Okay.
Middle finger, well, we know what it represents. It's Saturn. It's the Saturn finger. Channel emotion to devotion and patience. And it's air element. That makes sense, right? Channel emotion to devotion and patience. Excuse me. Then the index finger is your Jupiter finger. Wisdom and expansion, open space for change, ether. Ether. And then thumb, positive ego, earth. Okay. So
Makes sense.
it's hard to remember all those things, but this is earth, ether, air, fire, water. And I'll do this again. The little finger is Mercury. power to Mercury is the planet of communication. Communicate, subconscious communication with the self. Ring finger, physical health, vitality, grace, and beauty, fire. It's the sun and Venus. Saturn is the middle finger, channel, emotion to devotion and patience. Air is the element. Jupiter is the wisdom expansion, open space for change. And then the Jupiter, no, that was the Jupiter finger, then positive ego, earth. Okay. So we're doing the I am grace of God, repeating it 10 times, going and using our fingers to count. Okay, so the left hand is vow position, and then we're going to put this one down, the right hand down, or counting that, closing our eyes. And we'll just do this for a couple of minutes. I don't want it to be a strenuous thing. All right, you ready? Here we go. Breathing in.
That's the most I can do.
Okay, let's stop. And I'd like to talk about it. I'm going to pull up the chair here.
While I was waiting for the doctor, I was doing the IM.
Where are you?
Yeah.
How did it help you?
It helped me. I was nervous. And it helped me stay calm and
Oh,
relaxed
good.
and concentrating on healing light from above. And, I said basically, I am happy, I am healed, I am healthy. You know, I am,
Good.
slower than
Good.
that because I was
Yeah.
doing it
Yeah.
slower. But yeah,
Great.
because, they always make you wait. So,
They do.
yeah.
They do. Catherine, how was that for you?
I can easily breathe in and out to the count of 5, but 10 is a bit of a stretch for me.
Bit of a stretch for me.
Mm,
The out breath
Yeah,
is the harder part for me.
me
I can
too.
breathing in and holding, but breathing out and holding is harder. The whole concept of the out breath and holding is it brings up stuff to be released as you can feel it. It can feel a little scary almost. Like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. That
Right.
feeling. So I think with practice, our lung capacity will increase, and we'll feel a lot mightier, more expansive and calmer while we hold the breath. Okay. What I want to do is kind of go back over, and I apologize for not getting you the recording sooner.
That's okay. You were
The
visiting your
time
mom.
before I
Yeah.
left was crazy, and then I couldn't send it from my phone because I don't have access to Zoom from my phone. So,
No problem.
how was it after your last week's session? How did you experience the week after, Catherine?
Oh my. Feels like there are always so many levels of things going on. It's I've had more issues with sleep. I've had more issues with staying calm.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm still working on the same two issues, which
Yeah.
is a complex curse in my right hip and leg, and then the kind of energetic helmet around my head. And I've been doing something I was shown, to work in the quantum field to remove that. So it's having some effect on that, but not complete. Yeah.
So what I was going to do is send you the audio book that I was talking about, and I meant to do that when I sent the link for the recording, but I wanted to talk about it. So this the audio book is written by, I can't remember what his first name is, and I don't know if he was a Christian preacher or what he was, but he ended up teaching this universal healing. I mean, he wrote this book, and I know he spoke publicly. And in the book, he's laid all these things out. Basically, what it is you're commanding the body to heal itself by this. So one of the things for anxiety, he would do peace, 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 peace. And it's you're commanding the body to be at peace as opposed to anxious. So I'd like to see how that works for you. Then, if he would do the same thing for sleep, where you would say the same thing: sleep, sleep, sleep,
I
sleep,
need that. Yeah.
or relax, relax, relax. I'm supposed to share with you a little bit about my visit with my mother. I will tell you this, that she was so happy to see me. It was the best visit I have had with her yet, ever.
That's
And so
wonderful.
if that was the last visit in person, I feel so grateful. And to the point that she called and left me a voicemail. I had talked to her the day I got back, Sunday. No, it was almost midnight, Saturday night. So close enough to Sunday morning. I called in the morning and talked to her, but then she called me yesterday and left me a message. I tried to answer the phone. Have you ever done this where you try to answer the phone and you hang up instead? And that happened
Yes.
like 3 times. So it went, and then I tried calling her and it went to voicemail. And I feel like that was the divine at work, because the voicemail she left me was so sweet. She said how much she enjoyed our visit. It was perfect. It was like a dream. That's what she said. It feels like a dream. And right before I left, she said to me, I love you all, but I'm closest to you. Like the others are boys. They're all boys. And considering the last couple of visits that we've had, that, we've left sort of on a volatile note, where she gave her mink coat to my niece, and then I said, I guess you don't love me. And the truth is, would I wear that mink coat? No, probably not. But it would have been nice to have it, but maybe a waste. So I asked for her robe, her bathrobe, because I want to have something to energetically wrap myself in, that's hers. And it's
Right.
soft pink. So maybe the bathrobe is a way better bet than the mink coat anyway. You know, things have a way of working out. Um, but the voicemail and the message was just so tender and sweet. And of course, I listened to the message and then cried. And I cried this morning because I mean, I don't know that I'll her. The other thing that she said to me uh, before we went to sleep our last night together, I slept on her love seat. It's not a couch, it's a love seat. So short, you know, my legs are hanging off, and I'm a short person. So she looks me in the eye, in the eyes, and she says, Jennifer, I love you. And it's like, I really love you. And she said, next time you see me, I won't be able to speak.
No, dear.
So she knows it's her time is, you know, time is nigh. So it was a beautiful visit. I'm so glad I went.
Yeah.
And I'm so
Yeah.
glad I kept it short.
But
So
yeah,
is she ill?
Very good.
Okay.
Pardon me?
Oh, is she ill? Is
No.
your mother ill? No. It just time is, yeah.
Well, it'll July, she'll be 103.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
That's right.
so what I will say, she's not ill. She doesn't have diseases. Um, she, the first, so uh, when I came in, I noticed she's easily lost 10 pounds, and she only weighed 120 at most, you know, when she
right.
was her
So she's
best.
getting more frail.
And her voice, this is so, a couple people have witnessed their parents passing, and she's clearing her throat a lot, you know, her voice catches.
Hmm.
That's one thing. And there was something else. The imbalance. She's very unstable on her feet. She does not have neuropathy. So this is a process of letting go. You know, it's
Yeah.
part of it. The nurse came the first day I was there, and I asked her, and she said, yeah, this is part of the process.
Mm.
Can't be avoided.
No,
So I just pray that she'll go in her sleep and that it's not from a
that's what I
fall.
pray for my parents too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that being said, what I want to say, I interviewed her twice, and I don't know if you got my newsletter yesterday. I sent a newsletter out with the 2 interviews attached in video form. If you get my newsletter,
I thought I was on that list. Does that come through the
Catherine, you should
email
have
or
gotten it.
no?
It's an email newsletter. Yeah.
Huh.
Did you get it, Catherine?
Well, let me just double check here.
Yeah, that's what
And
I was gonna go do.
it's like I think it's called Farewell Visit with My Mom.
Mm. When did you send it?
Yesterday.
You got the recording in your back.
Yeah, I've got recording and today's link.
Yep, that's all I got too.
So maybe you have what do you call it? Unfollowed?
And
Unfollowed where? From your website or from,
Yes.
I don't know.
and
How
it would
would I?
just be under your name, correct, Jennifer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is your
It's
Jennifer
Jennifer,
ElizabethMasters.com?
Jennifer, it should come from an email, Jennifer Elizabeth Masters at Gmail. Let me see. Hang on one second, because I can pull it up. Because somebody responded. I got somebody.
But I thought I did this on
Okay. Laura. So I got, so here it is. Okay. All right. So I'll forward it. So you must have blocked me or unsubscribed. And Catherine, I subscribed you, so resubscribed you.
I don't, you'll resubscribe me because I don't think I just put it in on your website again, my email, and I just checked my spam too. There's one other place, unless it going here by automatically. Let's see. Nope. The last one was the 19th. Yep. Huh.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, I just checked my spam also. It's not there.
No, me neither.
Yeah, Monday, April 28th at 12:15 p.m.
Yeah, I don't have
All
that.
right. So I'm sending it to you. It
I
with
have the apology one, the missed recording with the 2 different recordings on it.
Mhm.
oh not spam.
Okay, so it just came through as a forward. Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
see. Come on. Forward my farewell visit with my mom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you two are not getting.
No,
Yeah, I
You're
just went
not
to
getting my
your
email.
website and put in my name and email address
that's what I did. I did that again too, just now.
just to see if, yeah. So I don't know why I wouldn't be getting it this weird.
Well, I am considering changing my email platform.
Mm.
But one of my former clients, she got it and she responded.
Huh.
So
Hmm.
anyway, there's a video at the top. You press the button there, and there's one at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go back to.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. All right.
There's watch the interview now, and then there's the one at the bottom.
Yes. And then there's another one. So there's 2 different interviews. One is 4 minutes, the other's 11. But it'll
Okay.
give you an opportunity to see who my mother is. And
Yeah.
so
Okay.
she shared with me some touching things. It was quite an intimate and connected visit. I'm very
Yeah.
grateful to have the opportunity.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. So
Hmm.
following and trusting our guidance. Do you have a question, Catherine, about something?
Oh, I was just going to remark on the picture at the top. Seeing you and your mom together, I can just see the likeness there. It's
Oh, so this is where I had so much difficulty when I hated her.
Hmm.
You could look in the mirror and see her.
And I looked like her, I sounded like her, and the harder that I fought to be unlike her, the more like her I became. And
Hmm.
so, hence the what we resist persists.
Yeah. Hmm.
So she said that there was a surprise party for the gentleman that lives down the hall, and she wasn't invited. And
Oh,
then she looked at me, and I told her, I said, "I'm sorry, Mom. That's hurtful. I have tremendous compassion for her.
sure.
She knows she doesn't mix well with others. She knows she doesn't. For one, everybody dresses down, and she dresses up, and continues to do so. Yeah, it's her thing.
Yeah.
So I'm her daughter." Okay, so Catherine,
Hmm.
I'm gonna get to you in a sec, Rebecca.
Okay.
what does it feel like it is for you, the neck thing and the hip? You said a spell? Because I've cleared spells.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a complex curse, and it feels like some serpent energy. And yeah, I've tried multiple things.
Oh, no, I did a curse clearing for someone from you wealth, and she had so, but she knew that, and I'm bringing this up because I'm wondering if it's the case for you, that it needed to be done secretively,
Hmm.
that that there was something built into the curse um, that they would see somebody coming to clear it, kind of thing. There's this convoluted thing. And I'm just wondering, do you think there's something like that in there?
Um, yeah, yeah, usually I have this feeling like, oh, that's it or not, but that it doesn't feel like it. Yeah.
That doesn't feel like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you feel like something needs to be rectified, or there's ramifications, or is there something that you need to do before it's cleared? Something you need to see or learn?
Yeah, it's almost like it's a karmic thing. Like clear some karma or something. Or I don't know. Yeah, I have heard someone say that you would like a person would have a karmic agreement with these beings somehow.
I wonder if it's something that you need to do yourself.
Yeah, I am not sure. I mean, I've tried a lot of different things so far.
Okay. All right. Okay. We'll get back to that. Becca, what do you want to work on today, and what's been revealed to you recently?
Um, I'm doing pretty good. I seem to be dealing with things really well. I feel much more calm, except for the last 2 days.
Mhm.
Um, my son and his partner came to visit this weekend. It was really great to talk to them. Um, my son tells me I'm doing a great job and I'm very empathetic. And he's been really, we've had some family problems, divisions going on
Mhm.
in my big extended family. And he's always telling me, "Oh, you're doing so
That's
well."
nice.
So it's very nice. And so um I have a hard time slowing down enough to meditate. I tend to my brain gets hyper. My body doesn't get hyper anymore. But my brain, I need to play Sudoku. I need to do my color by number on my phone. I need to play solitaire. I need to be doing something because I'm distracting myself, but I don't really know what I'm distracting myself from. But this need to keep my brain engaged is starting to get,
Oh, it's an
um,
addiction. It's an addiction.
yeah, it's starting to feel. I mean, there's one thing to play Sudoku because you want to play Sudoku or to relax coloring by numbers or whatever, but it's starting to feel pushed. I need to keep my brain engaged. I don't know. So that I need to start backing off
Okay.
again.
Can I say something? When I was dating a gentleman that had a drinking problem, um, and there was bourbon in my house, the bourbon would call out to me. That's what they call it, spirits. So I think there's a demon in the Sudoku. That's what it feels like, a demon. because I felt like it was a demon in the alcohol
So I need to
because
clear my phone.
it kept, um, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's a
Okay.
demonic energy that is trying to get you in because the more that you can sit in silence, the higher your boy. I don't know if this is you, Catherine, but all of a sudden my neck, ooh wee, baby.
Hmm.
Is it really super tight, Catherine, on the right?
Not so much, no.
Or it's just at the back? Is it at the back of the neck? This is all of a sudden right here.
Yeah. So, yeah. So what I felt is like
Uh,
something here and then going down the left-hand side into my chest and
okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. So that's what I'm getting for you, Becca, is that this has to do with this same sort of thing calling to you. And what you need to start saying is no, no, I command you, no. You can say, you know, in the name of Jesus or in the name of the Lord or
Right.
however you want to shun evil. But that's what you have to start saying. This addiction has to do with demonics. I
Okay.
mean, self-love piece also, it's the more we love ourselves, the stronger we get. But
Mm-hmm.
here's the other thing about the brain. I liken it to a border collie. Border collies need a job to do. Your brain needs a job to do. So you need
Right.
to be doing mantras. Mantras,
Mm-hmm.
I love me, I am safe, I am loved. You have to give yourself an alternative rather than just say, oh no, I'm going to sit and meditate. And Sudoku's calling you. You go, no, I love me.
Okay.
Sudoku calls me. I am safe. I am
Because
protected.
there's a difference between playing it because I want to and playing it because there's this need, and it's pulling and it's, you know, that kind of thing. There's
So
a definite difference.
okay, so there's other games that you play, right? Besides Sudoku,
Well,
right?
yeah, I play my Merge Dragons, and
What
I've
is it?
learned it's called Merge Dragons. It's a merging game, but I've gotten
How
better at
how often,
putting that down.
how much are you playing that a day?
Sometimes a half hour, sometimes 2 hours, depending. Um,
Okay. Can you stop if you will it to be?
I don't want to stop. That there's rewards I get if I play every day, but I had gotten it to where if I have other things to do during the day, then it gets a half hour. That's it. I'm done. You know, I can do more tomorrow. I'm no
Okay.
longer as addicted to it as I was.
Okay.
But
So, but it does it call to you the way the Sudoku does?
not as much. No.
Okay. All
No. That
right.
that, that what? Yeah. It's there's a difference between playing Sudoku because I want to play it and I want to relax for a few minutes and this need to keep my brain busy. And the other day I was playing on my Merge Dragon game and it was having trouble loading a page and I pulled up my solitaire and started playing solitaire and I'm like, "What are you doing? You can't even wait for the game to load. You have to keep yourself busy? What is this?"
Yeah, it's an addiction.
Yeah.
It's a habit like smoking a cigarette, like going for an
Well,
alcoholic drink. Same
I
thing.
think part of it is I've been using my continuous glucose monitor now for 28 days and I've been doing really well, but I've been going out to more doctor's appointments in the last 2 weeks. And leaving the house is extremely hard for me. I want a cookie. I want a frosty. I want a this. What if I drive through here? What if I go pick up this? What if and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you, so I'm starting to feel restricted, which I'm not, but, you know,
It's all addiction.
yep,
All of it
I
is
know.
addiction. It's a looping program in the brain. Um, it is like a you're jonesing for something.
Yes, exactly. And it's not, and I'm not eating sugar. I'm being really, I mean, the most sugar I get is
Uh-huh.
grapes, which are sugary, but they're not like sugar
Yeah.
stuff. I'm doing really well with my blood sugar and stuff, but
All right. So the way we break any kind of a habit is we resist it
yeah.
and we do something different. So so the meditation, here's the thing that I'm going to tell you about the meditation. The more often that we meditate, the more connected to spirit we are, the more aligned with our soul that we are, the higher we vibrate, the happier we become. It's this. So this is why I really feel like it's dark energies that are calling you. And the more
Hmm.
that you resist, this is, it got like that with me with the bottle. The bottle called and called and called. And I was like, no. Then I poured it down the sink and that's it. I'm not, no, not buying it anymore. I've had beer in my fridge here since the first weekend I moved in. Don't touch it. I well, I felt like having a beer. Well, I bought a 6-pack, and it's so it's you know what I'm saying. But that
Yeah.
alcohol, the hard spirits, it's got that dark stuff. So I'll clear some of this. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I appreciate that too, Becca. I have this free cell game that, yeah,
I remember Free Cell. Yeah.
and my sister finally deleted it from her computer.
My brother, when he was looking for a job, this is like 10 or 15 years ago, he was home and he had been laid off and he was looking for a job. He had to take Minesweeper and Free Cell and all those things off his computer because he could not play them.
Yeah.
And the stress was just pulling him in. And he said hours would go away. They'd just disappear, you know. So yeah. And part of it is the worry and the tests that I've been going through and stuff. I went for an x-ray for my foot. I saw the podiatrist, the lump on my foot. I got to find another podiatrist. This is bone. This is hard. Like it came up in 48 to 72 hours. It is not bone. Oh, do an x-ray. So he does the x-ray and no, there's no bone there. You can see the skin going up, but there's no bone. So I got to find another one because if I go back to him, he didn't know what it was if it wasn't bone. So what good is it going to do to go back to him anyway? So I have to find another. But it's been a lot of doctors and tests the past 2 weeks. And the stress is starting to, even with the meditation and the IM and the visualizations, it's a little tough.
So I want to comment about this because I don't go to doctors much. I have a doctor's appointment Thursday because I've moved to a new state. I set
Mm-hmm.
this up because my insurance guy,
I
whoa, picture just
didn't
blew
sleep
over.
enough last night. Yeah, well, and you need a base somewhere to
Yeah,
go if in case you're sick.
yeah,
But
right.
yeah.
So, but where was I going with this? But when I was having a bone density test, and anytime there's testing, you're tapping into this fear consciousness. You're
Yeah.
in a lab, you're in a hospital, there's fear everywhere. And
Well, yeah,
this
and
is,
if you have any empathy, you're right. You're getting other people's anxiety and anxiousness. Yes.
well, not to mention being a part of big pharma, which you are when you go into a hospital.
Yeah.
There's there's a lot of fear mongering. Look at the commercials.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so you have to really rise above it and do mantras. I am well, I am well, I am well, I am well. This is just a test,
That's what I
just a
did with
test.
the I am, while
Yeah.
I was waiting. I am happy, I am healthy, I am healed. I am. I am,
Oh.
and talking to God and trying to feel the white light coming down and
Mhm.
so that worked and I was surprised how nervous I was. You know, I didn't sleep much last night. So, but
Okay.
anyway, so
All right. So
addictions, yes,
we're
and demons
we're going to
pulling
clear
us off
addiction.
our track.
will clear fear, looping. Um, and Catherine, I'm going to see what I need to do. I will ask. Whether there's anything that I can do. Then the other thing is you could be creating more of an issue by stating I have a curse.
Okay. Well, yeah, that didn't come from me. It came from somebody else who
I
saw it.
know, but they told you that, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And here's one thing I forgot to mention. The I always felt like there was something over my head blocking my dreams, blocking knowing, blocking
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and uh and then I went to a social gathering and this woman who was a channel said, "Wow, I see this energetic helmet over your head." And it actually there's a cord going down to connect to chakras. And then she mentioned, which really surprised the heck out of me, that it had to do with a karmic relationship with my partner Robert. I thought, hmm. So,
Hmm.
oh, great.
Okay.
So like something from a past life with him when the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes a village, Catherine.
Yeah.
I've been remembering my dreams. I've been having really detailed
Well,
dreams, and they don't always make sense, and they don't really, they're not stress dreams. They're just everyday life dreams, except for that they're dreams.
Yeah.
mm,
I used to have a lot of informational dreams where I would get a lot of information in my dreams, and sometimes it'd take a little unpacking, but yeah, there was always something there. But
It's just that they're, when I start remembering them, I remember them in detail. It's like watching a movie. That's very, very strange. But because I don't usually remember my dreams, and when I do, there is a thing, but then they jump around. But these are like a day in the life, you know?
that's right.
I, it's just like, oh, okay, all right. Um, and the people are who the people are. It's not like there's somebody and I have to unpack it and figure out who that represented. Yeah,
Yep.
um, there's no trauma, there's no stress, there's no running away or anything, no danger. They're just like a day in the life, but it's just
Yeah. I used to have dreams about being in a classroom multiple times or being in a house with, yeah, a bunch of people who were learning things and anyway, that type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Anyway,
okay. All right. So how long has it been since you've remembered your dreams, Catherine?
It's been like a year or two.
Do you take melatonin?
Uh, Once in a great while. Yeah. I've got
I
two
do
bottles.
every night. Why?
Maybe you're
Hello?
shy on
Yeah.
the melatonin.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a difference. The only thing that seemed to help, oddly enough, is putting on a nicotine patch. And when I did that, it was like there was just like a faint shadow of a dream. Yeah, one of the side effects of nicotine patches is supposed to be vivid dreams. And I was
Okay.
trying that out to get rid of this itching and stuff.
Uh, are you still itching?
Yeah, I still have itching. I have some sores on my leg. It's red.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I have itchy skin all the time now.
Um, I'm wondering, do you take iron, Catherine?
I think there's some in a multivitamin.
I'm wondering if you've got an allergy to iron. That's what's coming up. that's what I'm hearing. I would stop taking iron. Because iron can build up in the system, becoming toxic. Try stopping that vitamin and takes. I don't like multis for that very reason, is that you can't, if I take D3 and fish oil and vitamin B1, that's what I take currently, nothing else.
Okay. Pharmacist brain here. If you're taking vitamin D, make sure you take vitamin K with it.
Okay.
Did they put that in?
There's
K
K
with
in
the
it.
D's?
Yeah, the reason is vitamin D mobilizes calcium in the body. Vitamin K keeps it out of the arteries and puts it into the bones. And then vitamin A keeps it in the bones. As someone said, it slams the door. So a combination of A, D, and K is,
So D by itself could be leaching your bones.
well, it could be depositing calcium in your arteries. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
wanted
no,
to get that
it has
clear.
K in it. I get this one. It's in a black container at Costco and it has K in it.
Okay.
It's funny because I recommended it to somebody and they said, "Oh, but it has K in it." I don't want to take that. I was like, "Oh, whatever." Okay. All right.
I
So,
take marijuana at night too, because I eat half and half gummies, CBD and THC. I don't do it during the day anymore because when they're combined, they're not supposed to you're not supposed to get high. But a couple times I have, and if you want to get high, getting high is fine. If you don't want to get high, you just want to feel better, getting high is inconvenient.
Exactly.
Plus, it gives me the munchies. So now I only take it before bed. Because I don't need the munchies. I just don't need it. Take my willpower and throw it away. Anyway, but maybe that's why I'm getting more vivid dreams. I don't know lately. It seems like it. I don't know.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to ask you, Catherine, I know you know your stuff, but how much melatonin were you taking?
I've got two different formulations. One is a 1 milligram immediate release capsule, and then the other one is a 2 milligram sustained release. So you get
Yeah, I don't think it's
immediate.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't think it's enough melatonin. The max you can is supposed to take is 10. I would amp it up to 10 and see what happens.
Yeah,
Because
the body.
when I did that, that's when I started remembering my dreams.
Okay. Yeah, the body
You don't have
normally
to do it like for every night, but just to see what happens.
0.3 milligrams. Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's enough.
yeah, but I mean the body normally produces about 0.3 milligrams normally. So yeah.
Maybe. So if you have a completely darkened house with no light anywhere from any LED lights or any computers or anything that's charging, no light whatsoever, complete
Yeah.
darkness, eye mask and the whole 9 yards, then I would say, yes, you produce melatonin. Otherwise, maybe not. Because, maybe you're not producing any. But so when I started taking melatonin, because I was refusing to take it, and I started taking it, and all of a sudden I start remembering dreams, which I didn't do before. That's all I'm saying, is experiment a little bit.
Yep.
See what happens. All right, ready for the clearing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I will have I'll open the chat. So if there's anything that you remember, you can put it in the chat. Okay. What else was I going to say? Now I'm going to open your Akashic records, and I've got to put my notes here so I remember what I am clearing for you. Okay. The other thing that I would like you to do, and this one, it's funny because I resisted it for so long, is the mantra, life keeps getting better and better. Here's another one. Pardon me. How can my life get any better than this? How can my life get any better than this? When we ask a question, the universe has to respond.
All right, I like that one.
Yep, it's a good one. All right. So if you'd like to mute yourselves, I'm going to put you a little bit further away and I'll probably go off camera. Okay. In case I make faces while I'm clearing you. Don't want to be doing that. Interesting. I've sensed my father several times recently. I do feel like, yeah, mom could go any day. She really could. Yeah. And it's just a matter, I talked to her about the tunnel of light and what to expect. And that she's not afraid. She says she's not afraid, but I think she is. You know, the fear of the unknown. What is it going to be like? I did some bad stuff. Am I going to go to heaven, or is there a hell? You know, those types of thoughts. Oh, speaking of hell, did anyone watch the Pope's funeral?
No, I wanted to stay as far away from all of that as possible.
There's a beat. I didn't either, but I just happened to see a picture. They had all these men parading were wearing hoods, black hoods. Scariest, most satanic thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I understand they uncovered something very, very dark energetically under the Vatican. So,
Yeah. Okay. Bless us all. Okay.
yes.
Oops. I need to get my pendulum, everyone. So if you could just breathe for a moment and kind of close your eyes, say, I am grace of God. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. I am going to open your Akashic records to begin. I ask God to have a shield of love and truth around you permanently, so only God's love and truth exists between you and me. I allow the masters, teachers, and loved ones of you to channel through me out of whatever realm to say whatever they wish. I ask permission of the Lords of the Akashic Records that I may be able to look into the records of you and remove whatever information I'm allowed. Your records are open. Connecting to your high selves, working with Radiant God on here. Forces of light, angels of light, guardian angels, high council, masters, council of seven, Holy Spirit. I'm asking to connect to you and ask for a triple light shield of protection around us all. Clearing discarnates in the aura, discarnates in possession, discarnates in past lives. Place a triple light shield around all separates, clearing separates, type 1, type 2, shadow energy, and programming. Clearing any imprint programs, clearing imprint others, clearing any discordant thought forms. I ask to bind and clear satanics, demonics, dark energies, dark forces, satanic forces, demonic forces, and others. Bind and clear them all. Send them to the heart of the Creator. Thank you. Clear negative creation energies and void all contracts. Clear any spells and curses. Clear any complex spells and curses. Has to clear feeding ghosts, parasitic demons, angelic limiters. Clear the RNA, the mitochondria, microbiome, ribonucleic acid. Clear foreign soul mind fragments and clear any addictive souls. And backfill with golden creator light. Clear any holes, rips, openings, tears in your auric field. Fill with golden creator light. Close all openings and tears. I ask to open a contract to unplug you from the world energies and close this contract with your high self. Unplug you from the decaying universe, clearing toxic streams, clear balance, positive and negative energy. Clear the desire to escape, clearing the dissipation of vital energies, check and charge to full capacities. Please clear all blocked chakras and balance and harmonize. Clear any karmic beliefs, clear karma that is keeping you stuck. I ask to clear as much karma as I am able to clear from this lifetime and others. Clear the cellular memory, clear conscious and subconscious memory, clear subconscious clutter. So I ask to clear self-fragmentation from spells and curses. Clear curses, any curses that can't be cleared, I'm asking for them to be blessed and then removed. So I was just told that I just cleared 20 curses. This lifetime and others. Okay, thank you. Clearing pain, clearing aches, clearing neck and shoulder and back pain. Clear all blocked archetypes in all 6 locations. Clear all blocked archetypes in all 6 locations. And I'm asking for healing for the inner child. Clear the suppressed child. Okay. I'm going to do a little research on this. Okay, so what is it to do with the suppressed child and the inner child? What needs to be done? Benefit. Okay, is it a past lifetime? So there's some sort of past life program. It is, so you have a sense or need to be punished for wrongdoings in past lives. And that's what this is related to. So I'm asking you to clear the program and block any bleed through into the now. Is it serving the high self? Is it serving a guide? No. Okay, so I'm asking to clear it from the root. fear, blame, abandonment, despair, domineering, self-punishment, self-limitation, addictions, guilt, self-punishment, hate, hate of God, doom, separation, hate of life, separation, hate of life. Has to do with sexual abuse and hate of life. Now, whether it's from this lifetime or not, um, hate of men, hate of self. From this lifetime. Okay. If this doesn't apply to you, it will just pass over, it will not affect you. All right, so I'm asking to clear it from the root of the chakras, from the root of this, whatever, the shame, the suffering, the sorrow, wherever this is. I'm asking to clear it all and implement the divine blueprint, please. Replace this programming with the divine blueprint. Unconditional love. Higher realms. Clear any dark energies. Clear any spells and curses related to this. Yes, please forego taking it with them to their grave. Yes, absolutely. Please do it now. Thank you. So I'm asking to clear all past lives and past life records to eliminate pain and aches. I'm going to do this part silently. Excellent zone thoughts and dimension. For the thought form. Balance positive and negative energies. Clearing all, please. There's multiple layers of things happening here. I'm just clearing it all. Excuse me. clearing addictive habits, clear looping and beyond looping. All right, clearing any past life energies to deal with the adrenals, clearing present life tension, anxiety, fear, hate, and despair, causing overstimulation of the adrenals, and balancing. Clear all past life energies of alcoholism, hate of God, hate of life, hate of self, failure, depression, suicide, self-punishment, self-limitation, self-destruction, any kind of addictions, clearing now. Forevermore as if it never was. Thank you. Time that you've ever had brutality, this time or another, clearing brutality, clearing any past life leading through to the now. Clearing multiple soul programs. Clear any programs coming up, clearing dysfunction of the I am level consciousness, clearing dysfunction of creative energy, clearing dysfunction of space-time energy, clearing light realm discordant energy, clearing separation from love, clearing the war in heaven, the I am level consciousness, clearing duality of the I am level consciousness. Thank you. Clearing blocks to mental expression, clearing blocks to emotional expression, clearing loss of spiritual hearing, clearing loss of spiritual sight, clearing fall into darkness, clearing shift into unreality, clearing fall from grace, separation from unclear, cast out of heaven, clear, and rebellion to make it clear. Clearing fear, fearfulness, unworthiness, worthlessness, overwhelm, guilt, shame, abandonment, and backfill with love. Clearing heartache, clearing wishy-washy, feeling love unreceived, effort unreceived, despair, clear, anxiety, depression, clear. Learning octaves of learning. Thank you. And all past life energies of hate of men, hate of women, hate of God, hate, anger, God, helplessness, and doom. Clear any past life where you were tortured or killed because of your healing, teaching, or channeling, or because of your spiritual connection, whether you're a midwife or a healer in a past life. Okay. Clearing any shielding. Clearing any discordant energies from this lifetime and all past life energies from previous existences, clearing all past life energies of anger, hate of life, hate of men, hate of women, betrayal, depression, self-limitation, and sexual abuse, clearing it now and forevermore in this lifetime and others. clearing it all the way back to the root of the issue. Thank you. Clearing all past life energies of guilt, hate of men, hate of God, hate of women, health abuse, helplessness, despair, failure, spiritual suicide, doom, cruelty, and unforgiveness. Stress, clearing excessive emotions, clearing stress, causing anxiety, sleeplessness, heart palpitations, indigestion, backache, and irritability, perhaps. Clearing it all. Past life energies of fear, hate of life, hate of self, health abuse, alcoholism, illness, depression, doom, despair, and self-destruction. Clearing and balancing all the chakras. Hate of God, intense hate of God, hate of men, hate of women, hate of self, hate of life, self-limitation, self-destruction, self-punishment. Thank you. Clearing past life and present lifetime traumatic events, whether it's from this life or another. Clearing all past life carryover energies of guilt, hate, hate of men, hate of women, intense helplessness, despair, self-limitation, self-destruction, excessive hate of life. Clear the belief that you're not good enough. Clear the belief that you're not powerful enough. Sorry about that. Clearing any spiritual viruses. Like grounding to your bodies and energy bodies. An alpha to omega clearing, a zero time clearing, clearing of all. Clear webs, cords, hooks, psychic hooks. Clear accidents, illness, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Apply grounding to your bodies and energy bodies. And guarantee everything is clear. Download all the codes from the one known universe. Upgrade the blueprint, please. Hearing all. Is there anything allergic? Is there anything that I can't see? That is ready to be released, clearing any karma. Unknown karma, clear as much karma as I can clear from each and everyone's soul. And backfill all areas with golden creator love and light. Thank you. And close. Thank you. Amen. Catherine, I remember. I mean, I remember from our first conversation. So when I was referring to it, it was more for Becca, so that whatever I'm clearing is not going to affect her negatively if she doesn't have it. That was my reference point there.
Yeah.
How are you both doing? Would either of you like to share anything that you noticed or felt?
At one time, I felt this sharp pain moving up and out from my right side. So,
good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I really worked on this thing and the connection with the hips. So
Good.
I even said, even if subconsciously Catherine doesn't want to release it or feels like she needs to hold on to this, let's get rid of it anyway.
Yeah.
That's what I said. A lot of it I did silently because I have a sense sometimes as humans, we have a tendency, oh, should I be afraid of that? Or should I, you know what I mean? I don't want to call stuff in as I'm clearing it. So
Yeah.
How about you, Becca?
I feel really relaxed. Sometimes when I meditate and I can hear you saying your clearings, I'm not really
Mm-hmm.
paying attention necessarily to
Mm-hmm. Right.
what you're saying. And then when you got silent, I'm still meditating and I don't think I fell asleep. But when I come back, I don't know where I went. It feels like I'm coming back. So I try to well, where did I go if I'm coming back? I don't know where I go. you know, but definitely very relaxed,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, I feel relaxed as well. Yeah.
Well, if you have anything, any kind of feedback from, this session, please do feel free to send me an email. Um, I don't know how many sessions we've done this month. Was this number 4? Because we're
This
starting a
is
new
number
month.
4. And I signed up for your package, so I'm debating. I think there's 2 group meetings in May,
Uh-huh. 3.
and
Yes, and one in
well,
June.
there's
June.
3 and 1 in June,
Yes.
and then there's the one-on-one. But this is also really helpful. So I don't know. What are you going to do this next month, Catherine? Are you going to do another 4 weeks?
I hadn't even thought that far ahead yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Part of it depends on finances.
Yeah.
So if you two, so you can go into my, I mean, I'll send you the link. When I do the recording, I'll try and remember to do it all together. I'll send you the link, and if you sign up, then we'll meet Tuesday as
Okay. Did you
usual.
get many people signing up for your package from
Yes, I think it's
UL?
pretty good. Yeah. Then I have
Yeah,
another one on a
good.
different telesummit on the 13th. And I
What
was
day of the
invited
week is
to
that?
the 13th of May. It's the second week, I think, of May.
It's a Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Are you, is that something anybody can go to, or do you have to be a
Yeah,
member, or?
you can attend. So this one is all about toxic parents, and
Okay.
but not just that. I mean, so let's say you didn't have a toxic parent, but you've got fibromyalgia. It came from somewhere.
Yeah.
So where did that come from? So sometimes because we were sensitive little children, and I, because I can tell you, there's probably 4 or 5 things that my parents said to me. I remember their exact words
Right.
way back, right? So when we remember those words, it's like they have cast a spell over us,
Right. 'Cause they have so much power.
right?
But I was a
And
Girl Scout, and we met with lots of, there were a lot of mothers that would take in a group, and we would work on a badge or something. So
right.
all these people in authority, trusted authority, I guess is the way I want to
Mm-hmm,
put it, as
mm-hmm,
opposed to a teacher or
right.
whatever. That all affects us. But I don't, does my fibromyalgia come from a past life or from this life?
It's from this lifetime. Hang on.
Yeah.
It's a little of both. What I can tell you, what percentage of Rebecca's of the fibromyalgia that Rebecca has, what percentage is from a past life? So for you, it's mostly this lifetime.
That's what I
It,
thought.
it
Okay.
yeah, it's mostly this lifetime. It's less than 10% from a past life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm curious about that too. I've had a lot of body aches. So would that be mostly from this lifetime or?
What percentage of Catherine's issues, body aches, are from past lives in this lifetime? Yours a little greater. It's more like 30, looks like 30, 36%, 36% from past lives, and the rest from this lifetime.
Okay.
So but what I will say, we've cleared a lot. So, and I do past life clearings all the time because,
Right.
my battery is about to go because I'm sitting out here unplugged. I'm unplugged.
Sure.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
Oh, so the thing I want to just mention this morning that I experienced thinking about my mother not being here, my father not has been gone for 32 years. So I'm sort of feeling like, oh, I'm untethered. Like You know what I mean? Did you feel that, Catherine? Have you experienced that feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah,
So how did you cope with it?
basically, it's an opportunity to get used to a new way of being, and instead of relying on someone outside of you, is to look inside.
Do you
Well, and I
become
decided to,
your own person
well, yeah,
in a way more? Well, you know what I'm trying.
yeah, no,
That's
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yeah.
So I decided to tether myself to nature.
No,
Mm.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
Work
tethering
on the
myself to nature.
grounding. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's a
nature's
good
good.
idea.
Yeah,
So thank you for answering that because you know, I felt that this morning and then I cried. And I thought, well, I'll call my mom because I can right now. And there
great.
will be a time when I won't be able to. So I reached out. Of
Yeah,
course, I was blubbering on the phone. She goes, I can't understand what you're saying. But you know, she said things to me this visit that I've never heard her say. I'm proud of you.
mm,
She says, and she said something like, and you've made good decisions. And then sort of like for the most part.
Well, you do have 3 divorces behind you, so
Four,
four. All
four.
right, four. Right. Yeah. Okay.
And I know, but I will say that for me, I know where it comes from. I know why. I know why.
Yeah. And it's all learning experience too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
asked for a
absolutely.
lot this life. My older son has Asperger's, my younger son
Right.
has severe anxiety, I have depression, and I wanted to be a strong woman. That's what I asked for, and it became over too much. But and I gave it all to my kids, and that's where the
Mm,
fibromyalgia really came
mm,
from.
mm.
I know, but that's okay. I learned a lot, and they're both
Yes,
valid.
we're
They
all
keep
learning.
validating me on what a good mom I am. So, that's
Mm.
the best thing that I've done in this life so far is my kids. So,
All right, my dears, before this shuts off, I'm going to say bless you. May you be blessed. May you be happy. May you be healthy. And
okay, and
thanks for
send
being
me
here. And
the
I
information
will
on
send
this
you the
other
link
one.
and yep, yep. I'm open to continuing and staying on this path. I am
Okay.
considering a membership site. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
yeah, right. Well,
But
thank you again.
Thank
thank
you.
you.
And thank
Thank you
you.
very much. It's been a pleasure. No matter what happens, it's been a
I
pleasure. I
think
have
we've
enjoyed
done a lot together. It's been very
it.
positive.
Yeah,
I've gotten information from you too, Catherine. The whole connection thing here has been
Yes,
very helpful.
lovely.
okay. Yeah, it's been a pleasure meeting you, Becca, just in case, but I suspect we'll meet again. And
Okay.
All right,
yeah,
my dears.
All
Much
right.
love to you.
many, many thanks. Yeah.
Yes,
See
thank
you
you.
Tuesday.
All right.
Bye.